Free supercharging is back again, sort of. Autopilot is changing in Europe. Model 3 gets a user FAQ page, and full self-driving gets another price change. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 523 for May 23rd, 2019. This show is sponsored by my supporter Richard. If you're in the market for a Model S, X, or 3, please consider using his referral code. Ask your salesperson to use code Richard174 or go direct to the web link ts.la/Richard174 and pick up a 5,000-mile supercharging credit for your new vehicle. Hurry up though, this ends May 28th. First off this week is not actually a Tesla story, but a story about you, my audience. My take on the Tesla versus semi-autopilot crash was certainly a controversial one among many, but I want to give credit where it's due to this audience. I had a number of conversations with folks, and while we disagreed, we had civilized conversations about our disagreement. In a world today where that's all too uncommon, thank you to the folks that I spoke with. Keep that attitude in all you do. We all need to keep as positive and as respectful as we can right now. Okay, on to the actual news. We start the day at Electrek, where they found that free lifetime supercharging has returned again in a limited instance. Those looking to buy a Model S or Model X inventory car that has not been outfitted with the new hardware updates to the motors and suspension are being thrown this incentive to purchase the vehicle. As of now, this is the only way to take possession of a new Tesla and be able to ride on the supercharging network gratis. Of course, you can still buy whatever you like and pick up a 5,000-mile credit until May 28th by using a referral code, at which point the benefit drops back to 1,000 miles. So if you're on the fence, don't need the latest and greatest, and put in a lot of long-distance miles, this could be the right deal for you. We continue at Electrek, where I have some unfortunate news for European owners. Tesla has begun a new software update that is removing some features from some European owners due to new regulation over the feature. The EU revised its UN/ECE R79 regulation, which covers driver assistance systems, and unfortunately, it restricts the ability of Autopilot to turn the wheel sharply, as well as impacts how the auto lane change works. From the release notes of 2019.16.1 in Europe, quote, "Due to new local regulations, the limit of how far the steering wheel can turn while auto steer is active has been adjusted. This may reduce auto steer's ability to complete sharp turns. Additionally, to initiate auto lane change, the turn signal must be engaged to the first detent, held partially up or down, and the lane change must start within 5 seconds of engaging the turn signal," end quote. As an owner, you can, of course, decline the update, but at some point, an update release is going to contain something you want, which is a shame to see owners actually lose functionality on something they've paid for. This next story comes direct from Tesla, with a hat tip to the Tesla show for bringing it to my attention. Tesla has published a Model 3 do-it-yourself page that covers a lot of the frequently asked questions about the car. Much of this also applies to Model S and X, so especially if you're a beginner, this is a great page to check out. Even if you're a long-time owner, there may be a little something for you to learn, so go check it out. Finally, in what seems to be a good news all-around situation to me, full self-driving is seeing another price change. Electrek again is doing the reporting here, and they've noticed that the premium to upgrade the full self-driving feature post-delivery has been removed. That's right, folks. It's now the same price whether you purchase it before or after delivery. To me, this is a wonderful thing. If you're on the edge about buying, now you can comfortably forego the decision, knowing that you won't take an arbitrary penalty for doing so. However, it should very much be noted that Tesla pricing literally changes at any moment, and Elon has explicitly said that you can expect the price of full self-driving to increase over time. So probably not a good idea to procrastinate too much, but a great time to employ this would be to buy the car now to pick up the bigger tax credit here in the US, and then use some or all of that credit to purchase the full self-driving option without having to roll that $6,000 into your loan. I suspect Tesla will pick up more than a few full self-driving conversions due to this change in policy. That is it for today's show. Thanks very much to the super patrons supporting the show at the $10 plus level over at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. They are Drew Schuyler, John Waller, Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dorian Steve Guberman, Bruno Kundici, Joey Boots, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Adam Raymer Brown, Megawatt Photovoltaic Development, Todd Sullivan, Robert Healy, Mitch Long, Zortec LED Canada, Morven Ogg, Blake Thompson, Raymond and Deborah Malkowitz, T Sportline, Michael Pastroni, Travis and Cheyenne Rush, Cookie UK, Chris Hovis, Craig Murphy, Vicky Kirk, Ricky Johnston, Bien Concepcion, Nathan Garza, Paul Gona, and Ed Patterman. If you have feedback for me, as always, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. I'll see everyone back here again on Saturday since I did delay the show by a day each day this week. I do apologize for that delay. Until then, though, keep it charged and hit the road.